what is an effects in NgRx, and how you can use that to improve our application. We'll see that in this video. Hi everyone, this is Subrat and you are watching Fun of Heuristic. So on this channel, you will get to know about the programming languages, the framework, and all about the algorithm. So please consider subscribing and hit the bell icon if you haven't yet. So effects are mainly used for isolating the side effects from your component so that your component can be more purer. So what we mean by pure means a component will handle less stuff like calling to a service, getting the data from the service, those kind of stuff which we all discussed in our previous videos. I will bring the NgRx store diagram here, as you also discussed in our first video that effects plays the role between your backend and the data to the front end. So when your component will dispatch an action, that action will be subscribed by your effects, and the effects will call the service, and the service will get the data back from the API, give it back to the effects. Effects will raise another action and which will be subscribed by your reducer, and the things will go on. We have already discussed about our reducer and action, so we'll see today the effects. To use effects in our project, first we need to install that in our project. So we can do that like this, npm install, then @ngrx/effects. Now we'll create our effects. So I will add a folder here. We can name that as effects. And inside that, I'll add a file as movie effects, because you know from our previous videos we are dealing with movies. And if you don't know what is reducer and action, if you haven't watched the previous videos, please go ahead and watch that one. I will link the playlist in the card so that you can go and watch all. And now we'll go ahead and create our movie effects. So we can write movie effects.ts. So effects is a service which listens to all your actions and it will react to those actions and return another action. So there is an option. Also, you can write dispatch to false so that it will not dispatch any more action, but by default, it should dispatch an action. So for that, we'll create a class. So export class, and our class name will be movie effects. So, and as I told, it's a service, so it should be injectable. So we'll add that one. We need a constructor, and it will have your action and your service, which effects we're going to call. We'll import our data service and our action. So I will bring the application here. So here we'll need two effects. So one to get all our movie, what we have, and another one to add the movie to the server. So we'll create a variable called load movie, and that we can assign to our effects. So like our reducer, like our action, we also have a method called createEffects. So for reducer, create reducer, for action, create action. So similar, we'll have here createEffects, and inside that we'll call our action and we'll pipe with our effect stubs. Our action is imported from a wrong place. So it should be from our effects, not from the reducer. Okay. Now we'll listen to the type of your action. We can write of type. Either you can give the type of your action. So if I'll just go inside that one, here you can see you can give this string as well. You can give like this. So you can give that one of type, and we'll use our exhaustMap here. So exhaustMap, and why we are using exhaustMap here and which map you should use in which scenario, I'll let you know that little later. And inside our exhaustMap, we'll call our service. So the data service means the store data service dot get movies. We should return an action on that. So whatever movies we'll get, pipe that one with our map. In the map, we'll get all our movies. We will dispatch one more action which will be subscribed by our reducer, means used by our reducer. So we'll go ahead and dispatch get movie success. So this is the reason I told in our action video that we need to create one action for our movie and one action for our movie success. So we'll create one more action called get movie success, and in that type you can give get movie success, and the property of that will be our movies array, and it will return the movie array. Now we'll go to our effects. So here get movie success and we'll pass our movies. And you are getting an error here because I have closed the bracket of the exhaust map here, but we should do that after you get the call. This will work if you don't do anything here, but you should always catch your error. So we'll go ahead and do that. But here you should dispatch another action to handle your error. And we'll do all that in future videos. I'll just explain again. We are creating our effects. In that we are listening which type of action, like in this case our get movies, adding that with our exhaust map. And inside our exhaust map, we are calling our service. Whatever data we are getting back, we are raising action again. So the action is get movie success. So what is happening now is from our component, we are dispatching an action called get movies, and that is catched by our effects, and effects is calling the service, getting the data back. Now the effects is dispatching the action as get movie success. But as you created the get movie success just now, we need to use that in our reducer. Instead of our get movie, we will use get movie success, and here we'll get our state as well as our movies. Instead of calling this mock data, which we have used in our previous video, pass our movies. On dispatch of our get movie success, we are updating our state. So we have added our effects. All the things are connected, like your component is dispatching get movie, which is grabbed by your effect, and it is again dispatching get movie success, which is grabbed by your reducer. So one more thing we need to do here, like we have registered our store model means our reducer, we need to also register our effect. So for that, we can do this like effect modules dot for root, and you can pass all your effects. And somehow our action is not working, but the problem is for now it's dispatching like a method call, but it should work. But I will definitely get back to you if I get the reason why this is happening. And the solution is just do this. I will save this one. Now we'll have a problem in our reducer. Make this as an object. Now we'll go to our effects and we'll dispatch our action. One small update here. If you are doing like this means with our action creator method, then the problem what we are seeing is, I just want to show you that. And just to check what we are getting, I will just remove our movies arrays. Now if I'll bring our application here you'll see we got our data with our get movie success, but the data came as an object and the each value map as a 0th one to the key inside the object, and we have our data here. And also it adding a type. Why this is happening is here the create action returning a action creator. Okay, so that's the reason it will always, if you're returning like your method object here, it will going to return a object of your action creator, which will have your type and your whole object. But how it's working for our add movie and add movie success, and that we'll see now. If I'll just uncomment this thing again. So we got the data. Now we'll add some value. If you see here in your add movie success, we are getting the whole object with our type as well, as we are assigning this object to what we are displaying it here. So we are not having any problem. So that was the problem with our action. If you are returning an array of object. So you can do like this for array of object, or you can do like this for all the cases. But if you want to just a cleaner approach for a single object, you can do like this. Now let's continue the video. Now if I'll bring our application here, if you see, we are getting all our data. And if I open our developer tools, and if I'll go to our Redux, here you can see we have dispatched two action, get movie success. And if you check here, get movie doesn't have any property as we are not passing, and our get movie success has our payload, whatever we are getting from the backend. So in this case, our mock server. And now we'll add our effects for our add movie. So for that, I'll just copy this one, change this to add movie. Now here, instead of listening to our get movie, we'll just listen to add movie. We'll import that one. And once our add movie action is dispatched, we'll get the payload as our movie. So we'll give that as a new movie. We'll call our inside the exhaustMap, we'll call our data service dot add movie, which needs a parameter which pass as movie, and we'll get the movie back from our add movie. So once the post request is done, it will give us movie back, and we'll just call our add movie success and we'll import the add movie. And now we'll go to our reducer and we'll add this our add movie success, because in the previous video we have used add movie itself. So here we'll add movie success. So here what we are doing, we are again listening to add movie success. We're getting the state and the movie back. This we have already seen in the previous video. And now if I'll go to our application, so here I'll refresh it again and I'll open the Redux. If you'll add a movie, some revenue and the add date, if I dispatch that action, like click the add movie, here if you see your add movie is dispatched, then that went to the effect, and the effect again dispatch add movie success. If you'll go to our app component, on call of add movie, we are dispatching our add movie action, like add movie. We are listening to that action here. Here we shouldn't use exhaustMap. I will let you know. I will change that one. And we are calling our add movie services, getting the movie back. Once it gets success, then we are calling add movie success and are passing the movie. And that's how it's get added to our existing movie list. So if you remember from our exhaustMap video or concatMap, MergeMap, switchMap videos, those are meant for some specific purpose. Like the exhaustMap, what it will do, it will exhaust all the after call. So in our get movie case, means our load movie scenario, why I have used exhaustMap, because it will just exhaust all the rest call. If some call has been triggered, in between we get the data back from the server. But in the create scenario, why we are using concatMap? So if you are creating something or if you are updating something, then you should use concatMap, because that may affect the creation process. Okay, so someone is updated something and in between they want to update something more, so they can do that. MergeMap can be used while deleting stubs. Like if you want to delete an movie here, and we'll do that in further videos. Suppose you have cross sign here, you can just go ahead and delete this, and this. So multiple delete you can do before we get the response back from our server. And the last but not the least is the switchMap. If you watch our switchMap video, it will be pretty clear. Like if you are searching something and you don't need the previous record, what you have already called for, and you only need the latest one, then you can use the switchMap here. So those kind of map you can use in your effects to make your effects effective. And now we'll see if you use effects and if you don't want to dispatch an action. And the scenario will be like, in some cases, you just need to inform your server that this call is made or this event is triggered, but you don't need a response back from the server. Either the server succeed or it fails, it doesn't matter, just call and forget. And if you try to comment this code, we'll get an error here. So for that, we can pass a parameter dispatch to false. So now your effect will not dispatch anything further. So like once you get the, like for in this scenario, it will get an action as add movies, and it will just call the server add movie, but it will not dispatch any more action. So that's it for today, guys. Today we saw what is an effects and how you can add that to our application. Please hit the like button if you're liking the video till now, and please do subscribe to the channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you will not miss future videos. Please share this video among your friends, family, colleague, and let them know how they can use your effects with your action and reducer and selector. And please give some valuable comment in the comment section below. We're going to meet in the next video. Till that, stay happy. Bye bye.